Hey, you guys. So I am on my way back to the DMV. So it's been a couple days now, so everything should have been taken out of the system, and I should be able to finally renew my registration and move on. So remember, it's behind us now, I hope. But I will pick up once I get to the DMV. I'm going to try to vlog that whole little transaction experience, and I'll see you guys after.
Here to do.
Renew my registration.
Okay. Listen for that number, please. 832, okay?
Say that again.
Listen for that number. Have a seat.
Okay, thank you. You guys, I'm just sitting here because I don't know what they're going to say when I get up to that window. I'm kind of nervous. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I'm nervous. Just sitting here like, hurry up and call my number.
Now serving G198 at window number 10.
They're not calling me yet. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I'm nervous. I don't know what they're gonna say. I'm so nervous. You see what happens when okay. Calm my nerves.
That is all. Thank you.
Okay, and this come in the mail?
Yes. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Approximately how long?
Salesperson takes longer. It could be 8 to 10 weeks or longer.
Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So just have you confirm this a fee, and then you insert your chip down.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best, taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a good.
All right, you guys. So I'm leaving the DMV. And I got my tags. I'm so excited, y'all. We went through a lot to get them tags, right? I am super excited. God is good. We're no longer riding dirty. So I need to probably have my brother put these on or something. So, whew, yes. Got them tags, I got them tags. Jesus, we did it. Well, he did it. Her got her tags, y'all. Her got her tags, y'all. Yes, you guys, I got my tags. I am super excited. It was like a humongous weight lifted off of my shoulder, and I am super excited. It is behind me now. Say it with me. Say it with me in the comments. It is behind me now. Yes. First of all, I just want to put a pin and stop and say thank you so much for everybody who commented, everybody who sent me a personal message, everybody who was over on Instagram, everybody who checked in for me, everybody who said they were praying. Thank you guys. You guys are literally like amazing. This community is just awesome, and I just thank you for your encouraging words. You don't know how much that means to me. I know that I do these videos, but it means a lot when you guys comment, and when you especially leave a thoughtful comment like thank you. You have no idea. That was so helpful. Just to read all of your guys' comments. I tried my very best to respond to every single person, so I really hope that I did. Thank you to everybody who subscribed to the channel. We are almost at 15K. As a community, so thank you guys for welcoming me back to this platform with open arms. You guys are just the bomb.com, let me just say, okay? You guys are all of that in a bag of my favorite Cheetos, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into the purpose for this video. We are going to be doing my 1 week check-in, and I just want to let you guys know, if you don't know, maybe this is your first video, but I am starting over again in my budget, getting my cash right, and once I open it up, you'll be able to see everything that's going on. But if you have been here, then you already know we're starting over again. And I will tell you, if you are in the same boat as I am, which I've read a lot of your guys' comments, and a lot of you guys are in the same boat, and a lot of you guys are starting fresh, it is going to be very important, very vital that you're checking in on your budgets, okay? You want to check in on them minimum every day. I'm sorry, minimum once a week, but I am checking my budget literally every single day. And then every week, I'm just gonna go in and make sure that all my bills are paid. You know, look at the numbers, and we're gonna go over that together. But it's gonna be very important that you do this so that you stay on track, and it's gonna keep you motivated. Now, what you're looking at probably is not gonna look very pretty, but it should motivate you that you are moving in the right direction and you are taking care of things, okay? So you wanna do your check-ins. You wanna make sure that you are also checking your bank account every single morning. You wanna log into every single bank account that you have. If you have to schedule an alarm, like a phone alarm, to remind you to do that, please do, because it's going to be helpful. Knowing where your money is freedom. A lot of the times we don't know where our money is going, we don't know where it went, and that's why we fall into these slumps. So you want to make sure you're checking it every single morning, and that is a part of your morning routine. You want to also make sure that you are writing down your expenses, all of the money that you spend every single night. That should be a part of your nighttime routine, okay? That is where you go in and you write down everything that you've spent. If you spent cash, you want to write it down. Even if it was in your envelopes, you want to also write down any bills that you paid, just everything that you're spending. Because at this point in your budget, you are making sure you're kind of getting things together. You're starting over, you're starting afresh. So everything that you spend. Now, once you get a little bit further along in the process, maybe 3 months, 4, 5 months down the line, you might not have to be so detailed, because you're really gonna know where all of your money is. But right now, when you're just starting over and everything is overwhelming and you're not sure what's going on, it's gonna be important that you're writing these things down, because it's gonna be a mental note for yourself to say, do I really need this burger? I know I bought groceries. I don't need to eat out, because I really don't want to have to write that down and be accountable to myself at night when I write down my expenses. So I'm just going to eat at home so that I don't have to write that down. So that is the purpose of that exercise, okay? So make sure that you are doing that, your morning routine, your nighttime routine. If you have a routine that you do, let's say that you've found something successful, leave it in the comments so that we can all learn from one another. This is a community where I just want to be able to bring people along with me and help each other out. So everybody's so loving and caring with their suggestions and things like that. So if you have a morning routine or a nighttime routine as it relates to your budget and it works, please leave it down in the comments, okay? So let's go ahead and jump in it. So I do have my Notique wallet. This is my daily wallet that I use, that I have envelopes in here, and we're gonna go through that. And then we also have the Budget by Paycheck budget book that I am using. I was gonna tell you guys something, but I forgot. I'm trying to remember everything because I don't have like a script. Okay, so as I'm opening up my budget book, we're gonna go over the budget. But I want to show you guys my expense tracker. So this is my expense tracker here that I'm using, and this where it shows basically me writing down every single day everything that I've spent. Okay, all of the money that I spend, and at the end of my paycheck, then I'll be able to write everything down. I'm definitely over budget, just let me tell you that now, but we'll talk about why I'm over budget, and we'll be flipping back and forth. Okay, expect to be over budget while you are starting over or starting fresh. Don't be alarmed if you're over budget. You shouldn't expect to be perfect right away, and you might be, and that's great as well, but for the most part a lot of us aren't. So don't let that discourage you, because right now, once again, you're getting everything together, you're learning what you've been doing, so it's gonna take a little bit to kind of stay within budget. You're changing your behaviors, so don't be hard on yourself and don't feel like you have failed. Just because you're over budget doesn't mean you failed. It means that you're working on it and you're gonna get better. Okay, now I did do a poll over on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm trying to do better with TikTok. And but I did a poll where I checked to see if people were doing their nighttime, if they had a morning routine, nighttime routine, and if they're writing down their expenses every day. And let me tell you guys, the results from the poll is saying that people are not really being consistent, and when you're not being consistent, you're deciding to just quit. And we can't, I really want to encourage us to not give up because something is going wrong. I want to encourage us to fight through that, because there is joy on the other side, there is freedom on the other side of this, and to really be consistent. So I'm thinking of some things to put in place that will kind of help people to be consistent. Okay, so please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So I have 3 pens here: red for over budget, green for under budget, black for right on target. I did complete a lot of these numbers already because trying to do it on camera, it's a little too much for me right now. So so this is basically what was in my account, in my bills account, what we started the paycheck with. And then I don't know if you guys remember, but when I did my budget, I was saying that I didn't know if I was going to be paid from YouTube, and look at your girl, she got paid from YouTube, $105.54. So I was excited about that. If you don't have a YouTube channel, you might want to think about starting one if that's something that you want to do, because I haven't put out a video since, they've been very sporadic, but I have not been consistent on YouTube, and to still get a check, like, you can't beat that, and there are some channels who you can be missing for a month or 2 and your channel is still popping and you're still getting big checks. So I was excited about that extra funds. So now we're going down to mortgage. So mortgage was paid, and let me just remind you guys, my mortgage is over. My mortgage goes to an account that I don't even see. So I don't put it here, 1, because I want to keep that private, but 2, it doesn't even hit this account at all. It's totally separate, so I don't need to put it. But just to let people know, I do have a mortgage that I pay, and my strategy is to not even include it in I don't want my mortgage nowhere near that. It goes to a separate account, and that account pays my mortgage every month. It goes straight from my check. I don't even need to move it or anything. So if you are able to move your direct deposit into another account, that is also a strategy that I use, and it can be used for any bill that you feel is important enough to make sure it's not wrapped up in anything else where it may possibly get spent. So I have mine's in another account. It's even in another bank. It's not even in the same bank as my main account. So that is a strategy that you definitely can use if you need to. I also have tithes here. I do give my tithes and offering. As I've been talking about, obedience is better than sacrifice. So I'm not going to sacrifice my tithes and offering. I'm going to continue to give that. And the Lord has been showing me that as long as I am faithful and obedient, He will continue to bless. So that's why I have that here. Next time I'll make sure it's flipped correctly, where my tithes is first, then my mortgage, then my HOA. So HOA, I owe total HOA $1,478.50. This is total, but I'm gonna chip at it every month until it, you know, comes down. So this is probably gonna take me about 6 months to pay off. I kind of did the calculations, and I said if I just pay an extra payment every month, it'll probably take me about 6 months. I probably will not go the full 6 months, but that's my plan. It's a bill that I don't like to pay. I don't want to just pay it all because I like having the majority of my liquid cash. That's just how I do it. Others may not do it that way. I did have someone ask me, why don't I just go ahead and pay everything if I can? There's a reason for that, and I'll kind of get to that a little bit further down, but I don't like just giving all my liquid cash away. Emergencies happen, things happen. I do have an emergency fund, but I don't want to be left with just my emergency fund. I still want to have a buffer in my bill account. So I did pay $285.95. So I was a little bit over budget. I forgot that there's a fee that is connected with paying for my HOA online. Now, once I am current on my HOA, then I will be putting my HOA on auto pay. It's just better that way because I don't like paying it, and so to just not have that responsibility, not responsibility, but to make it easier for me, I'm just gonna put it on auto pay. So next is solar. So my solar bill was total $232. I paid $150. So I have a little bit left that I need to pay to make it current, and I'll be paying that on my next check. Spectrum, I paid $70 to Spectrum. I just cut the bill in half because the bill total was $140, and I didn't want to pay all of the $140 at one time, so I'll just pay $70 now, and then my next check I'll pay the other $70, and then that bill will be paid. I do receive a reimbursement from my job. This Spectrum is my cable and internet, so I probably should put cable and internet. So I do get a reimbursement of $65 per month. So I'll be putting in my reimbursement, and then I'll be getting that $65 back, and then that will pretty much pay for the other half of the bill. HBO, this has not come out yet. It is the 22nd, so this will be coming out soon. But I do plan on canceling HBO app. The only reason why I left it is because I do watch The Sweet Life. I don't know if anybody else watches that, but I do watch that. It's Issa Rae's show, and I was watching Rap Shit, The Sweet Life, just all the Issa Rae stuff. And I didn't finish the season. I haven't finished it yet. So once I finish the season, then I'm gonna cancel HBO, unless somebody knows any other way I can watch it. But I kind of really don't want to pay $15 for that, and that's the only thing that I watch. Next is trash. So my trash total is $200.91. So I did pay $100. I said I was gonna pay $100. That's the reason why I put it in black. It's still late, but I paid what I said I was gonna pay. And then the next check I'll probably pay $50 maybe. I don't know. We'll see what the budget looks like. And that's how I'm chipping down at this late bill. Next is SoCal Gas, and the total bill was $72.33. So this one was late. I did pay it in full, so this one is no longer late. So I'm just going to highlight this in green. I need to find out a way to track how many late bills I have and how many I no longer have. So I'm excited that I no longer have this late bill. That one is now current. First Premier Bank, which is my credit card, I paid that. I didn't have those due. This credit card payment, I still haven't paid it. I guess I forgot. So this is another reason why it's important to check on your budget. So when I close out, hopefully this will be paid. I guess I just forgot. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna make sure I pay that. And then this is my trash on the next, but I just put it here so that I know that I need to pay that. And then my car insurance is $109. This was not late. I don't know why I had put it in red. And then the good old DMV. The good old DMV. Okay, I'm so happy to have those people out of my life right now. So I had to give them a whopping $332.85. So I had to pay like a $6 fee to even pay. You see how they just rape you, man? I hate to use that word, but they just don't even care here in LA, and I'm sure in every other DMV too. But anyway, $332.85. So this is the reason why I don't like depleting my account, because sometimes things come up, and I heard a lot in the comments where people are saying that things are just coming up. You know, you might get bills and, you know, just stuff that you just didn't expect. And if you're depleted to zero, then when these things come up, then it's going to be very difficult for you to pay that. And then that's how you get into robbing Peter to pay Paul, and things get even more rough and tough and stuff. So I personally don't like being depleted to nothing in my account. So I would rather pay something off over the course of a couple of paychecks than to just be at nothing when an emergency bill comes. Not maybe emergency that needs an emergency fund, but an emergency bill that I need to pay right now, if that makes sense. I hope it does. So that's the reason why I do not pay. Like in the situation I'm in now, I'm not gonna pay everything just occurring and leave myself at zero. Okay, so I haven't calculated this yet, and I'm not gonna calculate it until the pay period ends. But I know, of course, I'm definitely over $799.32 because we even have the added $332. Okay. So now let's go to our expenses, which is basically our variable expenses. I did want to note this also. So I do separate my bills or my expenses as bills. Anything that's in envelopes or sinking funds, these are pretty much my expenses. These are things that I can go without. Now, of course, I probably can't go without groceries. However, if things are tough, then I can make adjustments and arrangements, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with household, and so that's how I separate my bills. I think it's good to note that. Someone said to me in one of the comments, they were like, I think you just cracked the code for me, because that was her difficulty in budgeting. Because she would lump everything together. And so I separate mine. This comes first, and then this is second. So I know what I have left over, and that way I can budget better for my variable expenses. So here I do have to add gas, because that was something that I have forgot to note. So I am gonna put gas here. I'm gonna add another color for things that I forgot. Let me put it in purple. That's my favorite color. So we're gonna put here gas, and then when the month is over, purple pen is not working, but when the month is over, then I'll put in total what that was, how much I spent in gas. Okay. Yeah. All right, so now let's check our envelopes. So in groceries, I can already tell you, we got nothing left. I spent all $200 for groceries. So I will not be eating out, of course. I bought all of the food that I needed for the month. I'm sorry, for the 2 weeks. So there it is there. Household, I did spend all of the $50 here as well. Actually, I only spent $30 in household. This is another reason why it's important that you write down all of your expenses, because another question that I always get is, how do I know how much money to put in each envelope? Well, you want to be very realistic with yourself, okay? I'm thinking $200 is going to do me well. However, when I look at my expenses, I spent on food, so $4.99, I spent $124, and then $96.07. So I'm over budget essentially in food, but what I did was I took from household, which was I only spent $32.31 in household, and I took the rest of that money and I added it to my shopping envelope for food, to my grocery envelope. And then I think I only had like $2 that I had to take out of my account to pay for all the food. So when you are doing your budget, you'll be able to look over your expenses and say, well, you know what, a realistic figure for me is probably $225 every 2 weeks. And then of course food has gone up, so to feed my family, it's probably going to be around a realistic $225 every 2 weeks, but we'll see. But this is a reason why it's important to write these things down, so you can kind of see like, okay, so groceries, I probably need more. Household, I know I'm still going to need the 50 because there were other things that I needed to get. I just had to get 2 things and I didn't get everything that I need, because of course you got to buy cleaning supplies and things like that. Okay, I hope I explained that well. So now I'm not really gonna go over my sinking funds because those are just, I haven't used any of them. I'm probably gonna use my hair envelope yeah, soon. I need to get my hair done. And then here in holidays, I will be running a savings challenge for the holidays, so please stay tuned for that. I have something really exciting coming up for that. So I haven't done it. Now, going over here to extra debt. So I know that I said I was gonna pay an additional $100 to debt. I'm actually not gonna do that. I've decided not to do that right now. So right now, as I am paying everything current, I'm gonna take things into baby steps, okay? Because I don't want to overwhelm myself or get to a point where I'm just doing so many things that I can't get anything done. I don't want to do that. I want to be organized. I want to be strategic, and I want to focus on one thing at a time right now while I have so many things. So so that's what I'm talking about with debt. So this is actually a 0. So I guess I can put it in red, I guess. Yeah, so we're gonna put 0 here. And then here, savings, I did put an extra $100 in savings. Now this $100 automatically goes to my savings account, because it just automatically goes to my savings account. Yeah. I'm also thinking of, yeah, it automatically goes to my savings account. So yeah, so I guess I could put $100 here because it did go. But I might make some adjustments to this. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And then I did cancel Siriusxm they were charging me $21 or something like that. I was like, are you serious? If you don't get out of my account. So I'm also looking for other things to remove out of my budget. So I will continue to do that. And then I'm also looking at other ways to make extra income to pay this down quicker. So I will be giving you guys updates on what that will be. Right now I'm just trying to figure it out. I can't work overtime because I'm a salaried employee. So no matter how much I work or how little I work, I'm paid the same amount every 2 weeks. So I'm trying to figure it out. I know a lot of you guys are asking me to sell envelopes. Ooh, I just don't know. It's so much work, you guys. It's so much work. I don't know. I keep thinking about it, and when I think about it, I'm like, I don't want to do that. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I do have a YouTube course. So for those of you who are looking to start your YouTube channels, especially in the upcoming year, I do have a YouTube course that is available for sale. It's a YouTube masterclass. So I definitely encourage you. That is one form of extra income that I do have. However, I haven't been marketing it because I haven't really been on YouTube. But if that's something that you're interested in and you are looking to definitely move forward in that, I really encourage you to start your YouTube channel. I mean, you can get extra money, you know, you can make it what you will, you get extra opportunities. So definitely I encourage you to check out my masterclass. If you haven't, I already have a couple of channels who have been doing very, very well. One of the channels that I will share with you guys right here, she just hit her 4,000 watch hours, and now she is monetized to start making extra money. You guys go check her out. But she took my masterclass and she is just rocking and rolling. I also have the budget mom. I mean, not the budget mom. What is her name? The budget queen, sorry. But I think she changed her name again. But she started her channel and she had uploaded her first video. So I just want to continue to encourage people to start their YouTube channels. YouTube is fun. I love it. I did take a break, but I love it. So that is it for our 1 week check-in. We will close out the budget. I'm also going to be setting up the budget for October, so make sure that you guys are tuned in for that, because I also want to share everything that you need to do in my actual process, or my routine rather, when I am setting up my budget. I do have a routine that I have, and your success is in your routine. Don't forget that. So if you are not subscribed, once again, subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 15,000 subscribers. I'm super excited. Thank you guys for everything once again. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for watching my videos and hearing me rant. I hope that this was very helpful for you as we are continuing on in our journeys. Go be great. Bye.